trail of flowers now. That huge patch that was burned is pretty much covered now with the grass. Nice weather for capturing today, although the drone's still wonky, so it's kind of ruining the shots many of the times. Still trying to figure out what's wrong with it and all that. I think for the stuff I read today, it seems like everything was autonomous vehicle related. How about this first one? It says, Elon Musk says Tesla will have 1 million robo-taxis on the road next year, and some people think the claim is so unrealistic that he's being compared to P.T. Barnum. That's a little far-fetched, isn't it? Especially if you're saying it's going to come within like 1 year. It says, Tesla estimates the cost of running a robo-taxi on the Tesla network, onto which the company says all Tesla owners will be able to add to their cars, to be less than 18 cents a mile. Tesla went to predict a sample of the fare of $1 a mile would translate to $30,000 in annual profits for a single car. According to this, they would technically beat Uber then, who I'm pretty sure is well into stuff like this and they want this out as soon as possible. It says, expect this to operate sort of like a combination of Uber and Airbnb model. So if you own the car, you can add or subtract it to the Tesla network and Tesla will take 15 or 20% of the revenue. And this part about autonomous vehicles or machines and stuff like that and people, it says autonomy is the key to ride hailing and not just for Tesla. Uber and Lyft, easily the two biggest companies in this space, are spending huge chunks of their revenue on paying drivers. Many Wall Street analysts have suggested that with self-driving cars, the expense could be minimized, giving both companies a gateway to profitability. I guess ultimately it's just a matter of time until that's going to be the way how every vehicle runs on the road and stuff like that, I'm guessing. Although it's mainly about things like regulations, like they say, because they said they apparently have all the tech ready, like for this Tesla company, but they're just waiting for the regulations to pan out for when they can actually use it. And I guess for drones, Google is the first to be certified by the FAA to use their drones for carriers. It says Wing becomes first certified air carrier for drones in the US. Wing achieved a significant milestone today, becoming the first drone delivery company to receive air carrier certification from the United States Federal Aviation Administration. This is an important first step for the FAA and the drone industry in the United States, the results of 2 years of work to safely integrate drones into the national airspace. So of course with this they talk about the benefits, such as local areas having more options to get things delivered quickly, or at the same time, these vehicles or drones, since they're 100% electric, it should be better for the environment and so forth, as they say. This was kind of an interesting statement too, just about safety in flying drones. It says, most importantly, the FAA certification required us to submit evidence that our operations are safe. These submissions included data showing that a delivery by Wing carries a lower risk to pedestrians than the same trip made by a car. Our drones have flown over 70,000 test flights and more than 3,000 deliveries to doorsteps, driveways, and backyards of our customers in Australia. Our next step will be to further our participation in the UAS IPP in Southwest Virginia. And with that, they're saying how they're going to contact businesses to look at their technology and I guess in the future integrate it. That part about the safety and the car comparison is very interesting, not just for the delivery itself, but in terms of, I guess, even like recreational people. Could they use that to say, you should be able to fly a drone in various situations because in many ways it's safer and way safer than vehicles in general, which we allow every day, like to come near people and all that.
Oh my gosh! She knew who you were.
Is it? Yeah.
Yes, and I said, no. All the dogs are eating it.
They eat it? I
Yeah.
thought they like rolling in it.
Well, they do that too, but there's something about quack that all dogs go for.
We were just for an exercise.
Was it?
Sorry, that's okay.
Holy cow. Safer. Holy smokes.
I'm scared.
Oh my goodness.
Baby, it's okay.
You've been sitting here, I've been hitting you.
Yeah, thank goodness.
I just did that as a further test. This time I didn't have to lift it up because I know sometimes like there, if I just tap it, then all of a sudden the gimbal starts up again. The heck? Alright, guess I gotta try to find something to clean the gimbal. I'm starting to think the reason why it's turning in a circle is because when the gimbal screws up, it's violently going in every direction. It's actually so strong that it's knocking the drone like in a certain direction, and then as a result, the drone's trying to turn back into its, I guess, original position. One theory anyways, although with the gimbal it almost makes me think if this is the same problem. If you guys remember a long time ago when I first had a problem with the gimbal, when I turned it upside down it worked fine, so maybe that's just a thing about the ribbon worn out or something like that. Alright, see you guys later.